بسم الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، صلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا ثم أما بعد. How many of you didn't have dinner yet? You still didn't have dinner? Are you hungry? So which is better, to pray in Jama'ah or to eat your dinner first? What do you guys think? I mean, it's already almost 10 p.m. right now. This is going to be supper, right? Unless it's now the snack meal before you go to bed. So what is the sunnah? Which is better, to eat before you come to the masjid, or if you're going to have to eat, you're going to have to skip the masjid? What would you do in this case? If the food is served, you eat? Yes. Well, it depends on the meal, right? If something you like, then you stay. If you don't like, you say, I have Salat to catch up, right? So let's see what the Prophet ﷺ says about this. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, in his book رياض الصالحين, قال باب كراهة الصلاة بحضرة الطعام ونفسه تتوق إليه أو مع مدافعة الأخبثين وهما البول والغائط. He said, this is now the prohibition or the karaha, abomination of joining salah, means praying, coming to Salat al-Jama'ah, when the food is ready, or when one is in desperate need to answer the call of nature, meaning going to the bathroom. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says in hadith Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, قالت سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول لا صلاة بحضرة طعام ولا وهو يدافعه الأخبثان. رواه مسلم. She said radiallahu anha, I heard Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, no salah should be performed when the food has been served, nor should it be performed when a person is in need of relieving himself, going to the bathroom. طيب, let's see. The hadith is Rawah Muslim right now. Let's see what the rulings over here. The Prophet ﷺ said, La salata bihadrati ta'am. In the translation it says over here that no salah should be performed. Is it a matter of should be performed or a matter of validity? What does that exactly mean? Does it mean la salata sahiha, means no valid salah, or no complete salah in terms of reward? What do you guys think? Depends on the answer. The salah of the hungry person can be invalidated. If someone is hungry and is now start praying and the Imam reads Al-Baqarah and now he starts just like La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, waiting for the Imam to finish, what's the hukum of the salah of this person? The man is now thinking of every ayah, is thinking of another meal. Yeah. So, and the Baqarah is something to eat, right? So in this case you'll be distracted. Salah, would it be invalidated right now? Or what? So the ulama, they say that the meaning of la salata over here, la salata kamila, means it's not a complete salah in terms of reward, in terms of khushu'. It wouldn't be a complete salah if you do it while you're in a state of, if you feel hungry and the food is being served. Here it says, bihadrati ta'am. The Prophet ﷺ said, bihadrati ta'am. The meaning of hadrati ta'am means the food already there. Hadr. But what if the food was not there yet? You come from work, your spouse, let's say the food is not on the table yet, you get angry. And you tell her, where's the food? Give me 10 more minutes, inshallah ta'ala. What do you do in this case? Are you allowed to go and make wudu and pray asr before you go and eat your food? Or since you're hungry right now, and the food is going to take another 10-15 minutes, by the time it's served, another maybe half an hour. So what do you do in this case? Can you make wudu and pray? Of course. But what if it was the opposite? You come from work and mashallah, the food is already there on the table and steaming, tabarakallah, and it's just awesome, right? And then your wife tells you, the food is ready, come and eat. He goes, no, let me just go and make wudu and pray first, quickly, and then I'll come to eat, inshallah ta'ala. Like praying quickly, and then I'll come to eat, right? Yeah. See how the mentality right now is? This is what most people do. They want to go and pray quickly, and then come to eat. Because eating is, mashallah, it's festivity for them. So it takes forever. So is that acceptable? No. But does that invalidate the salah? It doesn't actually. It does not invalidate the salah. Even if you're hungry and you go and you pray while still hungry, your salah is still valid. But you've done what they call it khilaful awla. That basically is not what's supposed to be done. And even if if the food is there and you decided to go and pray first and then go and eat, your salah is still valid, but you've done the wrong thing. You should first eat and then eventually go and actually enjoy your salah. But what if it was Salatul Jama'ah? Jama'ah in the masjid, they're not going to wait for you. So in this case, Do I skip Salatul Jama'ah when the food is ready? The sunnah is that if the food was already present and you're hungry or nafs tatuqu ilay, you desire to eat, then eat even if you're going to skip Salatul Jama'ah. But what if this happened every single day? MashaAllah, it's timed all the time. Timing, tabarakallah. In this case, change your habits. You have to change your habits, change your schedule so that you eat at a more convenient time, inshallah ta'ala, outside the time of the salah. But what if a person does it on purpose? And every time he's coming back from work, he goes, stops, at the restaurant, drive through, bring a sandwich, bring in the car, and then drive home. Says, La salata biharra ta'am. I have the food ready in the car. MashaAllah. No, that's definitely, again, your salah is still valid, but you're not doing the proper thing over here, which is to make sure that you're not actually distracted by anything. This also applies to the subject of using the bathroom. If you want to use the bathroom, similarly, are you allowed to pray when you feel that you need to use the bathroom? Now, different depends on the urgency right now. If someone says it's not that urgent, but they want to use the bathroom, the sunnah is that you go and you use the bathroom, clean yourself, make wudu, and then come to the salah. Okay, what if someone says, I want to catch the jama'ah? So you come to the masjid, they already started jama'ah. You don't want to miss the first rak'ah, for example. Or maybe you came towards the end of the salah. I don't want to miss the jama'ah. So in this case, are you allowed to join the jama'ah and then go and use the bathroom? The answer to this, again, is yes. Salah is still valid. Although you're supposed to go and relieve yourself, make wudu, and then come. What if the jama'ah will be over by then? At least you followed the sunnah. And the ulama, they say, even al-ishtighal bil-tajheez al-salah min al-salah. It's basically that getting yourself busy in preparation for salah, it is part of the salah in general, in terms of the reward for it. So if you come and you want to make wudu and you're going to have to use the bathroom and so on, you'll still get the reward, inshallah ta'ala, because now you're busying yourself with what? With a'mal that will benefit your salah, inshallah ta'ala. Finally, hadith al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam here, what's the purpose of this? What's the meaning of that? The meaning of this hadith, that when you come to the salah, do not distract yourself. Make sure that you're relieved from everything, all human needs, whether it's food, whether it's to use the bathroom. Can we extend the ruling of this hadith to other human needs? Like what? Sleepy. You're extremely exhausted, you can barely open your eyes. Can I take a 20 minutes nap and then wake up to make my salah? The sunnah is this, you should actually. Okay, what if someone has another need? Let's say you started something and you just want to finish it quickly. Does that include it over here right now? The ulama actually have some issues here with that. If that thing that you're busy with is urgent in the sense that leaving it at that moment, it's going to make it, it's going to destroy it, or maybe, like for example, cooking a meal. And it's very critical that if you leave it at this moment, by the time you go and make your salah and come back again, it's gone. So in this case, should you finish your meal and then go back to the salah? Some of the ulama, they say yes. And Abu Darda radiallahu anhu, the Sahabi, he said that min fiqh al-rajul, that one of the signs of the good understanding of someone to his deen and his ibadah is that you don't start your salah until you just kind of finalize all your needs. Means you covered all your needs first before you go to the salah. Which means don't let your salah become the last thing you do. Instead, make priority. You need to put everything around the time of salah instead of the opposite. So you know that you're going to be coming for Isha at 9:30. You don't start anything at 9:15 or at 9, because by the time you start this, you're not able to finish it. So you wait until after salah, or maybe you do it earlier so that you finish before the 9:30, the time for jama'ah. Always keep the salah the center of your life, inshallah tabaraka wa ta'ala. May Allah azza wa jal enlighten your heart with the fadl of salah jama'ah. Wallahu alam. Any question? Yes.
Regarding relieving yourself,
Mm-hmm.
What if your reason is just you're kind of feeling lazy and you don't want to have to go?
Let's say you want to relieve yourself, but you feel lazy, you don't want to use the bathroom. So you're going to pray and then you maybe use the bathroom later. Still, salah is valid, but khilaful awla. You need to take yourself to the next level, inshallah ta'ala. Nah, yes.
What if you're at work and you're stuck in a meeting and it keeps, you wish you want to pray, but the meeting keeps going on and on?
But does it mean that the meeting is going to extend until past the salah time?
Yeah, either or.
If a person is traveling and you're in a meeting, you can delay that until you make the jama' between the salawat. You combine between the salawat. But if you're resident, and then it's time for salah, and there's a meeting, the meeting is taking forever, in this case, what am I going to do? Can I delay my salah until the time expires? You shouldn't be doing that. You should take a break. I mean, if you're going to be using the bathroom, they're not going to say, no, you have to stay. Salah is as urgent, it's not even actually more urgent than that. So in this case, you take a short break and try to make your salah. Allahu A'lam.
Sometimes it's on the same talking of the food is served. You come in and you're just driving 40 minutes or 50 minutes and there's 10 minutes left for matter of time.
Nah.
Pray Yaser and food is served. I think in this case, pray first or it's going to be...
Very good scenario. You came back from work, traffic jam, by the time you arrived, the food is ready, and there's about 15 minutes or 10 minutes until adhan of the next salah to start. So what do I do in this case? Do I take the sunnah of eating first before making my salah, or do I have to go and make my salah first? Salah first, because you're going to have to catch the salah on time. Food in this case, it's a matter of sunnah and nafil to follow that example, but the salah is fard. And the fard takes priority over that nafil or sunnah of eating, first and then do your jam'ah. No.
Is it if the food is served and you have desire for it, or is it if the food is served or you have?
So the question is, if the food is served and you have desire for it or not. Imam an-Nawawi put the comment in his titling of the chapter saying, and you have a desire for it. The hadith doesn't say that. The hadith said, بِحَضْرَةِ طَعَامٍ. If the food is there and you're going to eat, it's not like the food is there and you're not eating. Yani. And they tell you, come and eat. So, alhamdulillah, I'm not hungry. So why don't you go to the jama'ah? Food is there, I cannot go salah. No, that doesn't apply to you in this case. No, the meaning the food is there and you are planning to eat. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're not that hungry. It doesn't matter. But as long as you're eating, then it is just eat. And then you can join the salah, inshallah. To follow the letter of the hadith. But if you want to follow the meaning of the hadith, like Imam an-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala mentioned in the title, that means if you're hungry and the food is there, that's when you apply this hadith for yourself. Follow.
I heard some people, when similar instances happens, they combine the salahs, like Maghrib and Isha together.
Okay.
Is that only for traveling? Is that allowed in certain extent when you're
No.
residents? When something urgent happens, you have to maybe miss the salah, but you can make the intention of combining the...
So jama between two salah when there is no safar, no rain, no specific reason that allows the people to combine between the salawat. Is that permissible or not? If you want to have the full answer, inshallah ta'ala, I'm having a whole class on this coming the last weekend of May, the first weekend of June, here in Dallas, inshallah ta'ala. The Divine Link, Fiqh al-Salah. We're going to detail all these ahkam bidnillah azza wa jal. But for now, there's hadith Abdullah bin Shaqiq in Sahih Muslim that he said, I saw Abdullah bin Abbas one time was speaking after Salat al-Asr. And then he kept continuing speaking until the sun went down, and he didn't stop for Salat al-Maghrib. So he continued speaking. There was something, an urgent matter for the community, for the ummah, until they said, we start seeing the stars. What does that exactly mean? It's almost Isha time, right? So one man got irritated, and he started saying, Salah. We have these, mashallah, awesome people in our communities, all the time. So he's one of Ibn Abbas community members, and he goes, Salah Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas continued speaking. The man goes, Salah, Shams, the sun, Salah. Ibn Abbas just kind of got frustrated with the guy at some point. He said, قَالَ تُعَلِّمُنِي بِالصَّلَاةِ لَأُمَّ لَكَ. You're going to teach me about Salah, may your mother lose you, or something like that. He goes, قَالَ صَلَّيْنَا مَعَ النَّبِي صلى الله عليه وسلم. We prayed in Medina with the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. He said Medina, which means residence. We're not traveling. And he said, Dhuhr and Asr. Maghrib and Isha. Dhuhr and Asr together, Maghrib and Isha together. And there was no rain, no travel, no case of fear. So there's no danger. So in this case, he was asked, what was that for then? قَالَ أَرَادَ أَلَّا يُحْرِجَ أُمَّتَهُ. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم did not want to put so many hardships on the ummah. So the ulama, in explaining this hadith, they say, those who agree that it's okay to combine between the salawat, if there's a need for that, if there is a need, not a want, a need for that, they say, شَرْط أَلَّا يَجْعَلَ ذَلِكَ دَيْدَنَهُ. As long as it doesn't become habitude. Like every day, every week we have 3-4 meetings. Alhamdulillah, we do jama'. No, you can't do that. If it happens happened once a month, for example, maybe 1 or 2, 3 months, that you had to combine it with the salawat for a long exam, 4 or 5 hours exam, for instance, or something like that, then in this case should be accepted. Wallahu alam. Nah. Yes.
So are you saying it would be more rewarding to, for instance, if you have to go to the bathroom or eat food, to miss the salah and then come later?
What if you can do both? Definitely. I mean, the question is it more rewarding to miss the salah if the food is there? Here's the thing about the food. When we talk about food, by the way, back in the days, what was their food?
Yeah, small.
Something that would be done in 5-10 minutes, right? Today, that's appetizer for us. So in this case, when we talk about food, remember, they don't take a full hour just to finish their meal, yani. Because for us, we have a 5-course meal, perhaps. But for them, again, something that was simple and easy, they eat it and they go quickly to do the salah. So when we say, is it more rewarding or not? It's a relative issue, really. It depends on what you mean, how much time is it going to take. But if the food was there, and they start calling the jama'ah, the iqamah, for example, for jama'ah, and you're hungry, I would say it's more rewarding to obey in this hadith, that you eat, and if you can't catch the jama'ah, alhamdulillah. When you eat, do you eat fast so you can catch the jama'ah, or can you eat, slowly and enjoy your meal? Eat reasonable. You don't have to rush. You don't have to take your time just to say, I'm going to implement the sunnah, inshallah, even if it means that you miss the jama'ah. No. Do your best, inshallah, and just balance that. Wallahu ta'ala. Khair, inshallah. Subhanakallah wa bihamdik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.